guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So it's been a really long time since I filmed a video, and that's just because I just personally got caught up with life and sometimes it just gets in the way. A lot of personal things, just a lot of things in general. I'm not going to elaborate here because we're not talking about that, but I am back and hopefully back to stay for good, on a roll, get my stuff together. I'm almost done with school. In terms of my break will be in about 2 weeks or so I will definitely have more leisure time to just sit back and film and get some videos up for you guys. So with that being said, like I said, today is going to be my November favorites video. I wanted to start off with this video because we're done with the month of November. Can we just think how fast everything is literally going? Like, we're already in December. Next thing you know, it's freaking 2016. Like, where did 2015 go? Can someone let me know? Because I feel like it just went like that. But on another note, I'm just gonna start off, like I said, with my November favorites video because these are my personal favorite videos to watch. You get to see if you and your other beauty gurus have the same type of favorites, what they like, what they don't like, all that good stuff. So with that being said, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video. So I'm not gonna do it in any order. I'm just gonna kind of go in with whatever products that I have. Just FYI, I haven't really bought a lot of makeup products within the past few months, to be completely honest. So some stuff may either be already spoken about last month or even probably a month before that from plenty of people. It's not like a lot of brand new things that just came out. These are just things that I've personally been using these past few months and really been loving. So with that being said, we're just going to get started with our first item, and this is going to be our Benefits Roller Lash Mascara. This here is phenomenal. The packaging is adorable. It's a pink top with the black and the pink lettering. This is just super this mascara gives you length, it gives you volume, and it's, to me, one of the blackest mascaras that I've personally tried in a while, or that I even have. Sometimes I do pair it with something else. Honestly, majority of the time I don't, but if I do, I would put the other mascara first, and when I put this, that's when I really realized how much blacker this mascara is. So it is phenomenal. If you haven't tried it, or if your opinion is different, then honey, you are cuckoo. No, seriously, this is just absolutely amazing. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend trying this. Highly recommend. Trust me, you would not regret it, not one bit. So the next item is going to be a blush, and this one is from Clinique. This is their, what is it called again? Oh, these are their Cheek Pop blushes. So the color is it's called Fig Pop number 10. So it's a really nice neutral pinky, pinky peachy. It's in that family. I think it is super cute, really nice and small, so something that you can just simply pop up in your bag. What I love about this, if you're not a blush person, then you would absolutely want every color that they offer of this. I think it's about 12 colors, if I'm not mistaken, 12 to 15 max, because it goes on so settled, but yet you can still see it. Me, I was never really a crazy blush person. I take a little bit of bronzer and that's it, just to give me some color. But blush definitely does a difference, believe it or not. And I still know people to this day that are makeup artists and high-end top makeup artists, and they just generally don't always like too much blush. So blushes like these are perfect because they're very buildable and very easy to blend. Sometimes blushes are really pigmented, and just even with the littlest amount you put, you feel like you have too much. And these, even though they are buildable and very lightweight and feathery and just natural on the skin, the pigmentation is still really good. So these are amazing. It's Clinique, and one thing that I love about Clinique, it's a great brand and the prices are pretty reasonable for higher end. So definitely try it. Cheek Pop blushes by Clinique. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about, and I'm just going to kind of put them all together in one category, and these are primers. I am a primer junkie. I have extremely oily skin, so if I don't put primer on before I do my makeup, I feel like, girl, do you just gotta take off everything again to do it over? And obviously I'm not gonna do that, but I just need my primers. Without my primers, I feel like, what is life? What is this makeup? It's not even gonna last. So primer junkie. With that being said, I have these two Makeup Forever primers. So I don't think they're like step 1, step 2. They both stay, yeah, they both say step 1. They're just, oh, I think there's about, let me see, you have the oil free, the nourishing, the smoothing, the radiant, the this, the that, the that. I think there's about maybe 8 to 10 of them, if I'm not mistaken. You can totally look on the website, Sephora, Makeup Forever, and you know, whatever places, whatever other places sell it, so you can know. But these here are the traveling sizes. This is not the regular size, and I bought these first because I wanted to try it. Makeup Forever is, of course, a higher end brand, and they are on the pricier side. For the full tube, the full size tube is $36. Let's just say rounded up with tax, about 38, 39 bucks. So let's just say estimate $40 that you pretty much spent on one primer. That is pretty pricey. So me personally, everybody loved it, everybody loved it, so of course I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon, honey. But I really wanted to see first how good were they. I wanted to try it to see how it works with my skin, because what technically works good for one person doesn't mean that it's going to work good for everybody. So I bought the mattifying one, and then the other one was the smoothing one. And the smoothing one, pretty much I just put it like really where I have mostly pores, and then the mattifying one definitely around my nose, because my nose gets the oiliest. And then I put it, you know, on my cheek and on my forehead, because it gets really oily. I get oily all around, but my nose really. So I love them. As you can see, this is done. Like, this is completely done. Like, I literally squeeze my life out this bottle to get whatever else I can. This one, I still have some, but as you can see, it's pretty much going away too. So I need to get the full size now, but now I know that I won't regret that. When it comes to things like that, and they have like a traveling size, they also have it for the roller lash. They have a smaller one, which is like, I think 12 bucks. So you can totally try that one first if you don't want to pay the full price. See if you like it. If not, well, at least you tried it. So the next, I just did like that pause there. The next primer that I want to talk about is the NYX Angel View Primer. So this is just how it is. And this is not, I don't even know how to hold this thing. So this is just how it is there. This is not something that's brand new. This primer came out a while ago. It's an oil-free primer. It's a skin perfecting primer. This is compared a lot to the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. If you have yet to try that one, it is really good, but super expensive. Hourglass in general, their products are really expensive. It's an expensive brand. I think the primer is about, sorry, I just have to like kind of crack my back. Okay, I think their primer is about 60 bucks if I'm not mistaken. It's really expensive, and this works just as good, just like it, the consistency and everything. And this was what, this is not even the full bottle size. This is like another kind of travel size, if you want to say, or just a smaller size. This one was, I forgot, but it's totally not even 20 bucks. So it's definitely not close to 50 bucks as the Mineral Veil, and it works just as good. And it's called Angel Veil, so you know, kind of, you know, it's in the same family. But it's amazing. It's NYX. We all know NYX are amazing. Their products are just phenomenal, and even though they are drugstore technically, because you find them more at drugstores, I think they work just as good, if not on the same level as higher end. So totally try it, especially if you were interested in trying the Hourglass one, but you felt that it was just too expensive to splurge on right now. Definitely try that. So the next thing I want to talk about is a skincare item, and this is the Clinique Acne Solutions Emergency Gel Lotion. So this is just how that looks. This was actually a, was it like a point perk in Sephora? Because I know I didn't pay for this. So I think it was like a point perk, you know, when you order and then you have like those extra little samples that you can just throw in your bag. This was definitely one of them. And this has lasted me a pretty long time. But let me tell you something, honey. This thing is amazing. Like, I just honestly, I didn't put it in my bag as a point perk and really being interested in it. Like, oh, I wonder how that works. Honestly, a lot of the times I put stuff in just because I have points and I could put it in. Like, I'm just gonna be real. But this is amazing. Like, I'm done. Like, it looks like it's still probably a little fluffy, but this tube is empty. Like, it's empty. I love this thing. Now, my skin has been acting up a little bit, and you can't really tell now because of my foundation and the lighting and whatnot, but my skin has its moments where it just goes through what it wants to go through, where it has its own mind, and it doesn't give a, it doesn't care, it doesn't give a, what was I gonna say? It doesn't give a crap. It doesn't care about my feelings, and it just does what it wants to do. So lately, I've been getting like some breakouts and things, and of course, we all know, us humans, don't know how to just leave a breakout alone. So I will get a breakout, and then I'm like, oh, well, hello, friends. Let me play around with you. And when you play around with it, what happens? It marks, and it does all that bad stuff that, you know, it wants to do once again. So this bad boy is the rescue. It's the Save a Hoe pimple marker type of gel lotion. Like, it is amazing. So I just squeeze out some, and I just put it in the area that I feel that I need it, or just the area that needs that extra correcting. And honey, it's so good. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. I haven't seen this as like a point perky thing in a while. And I'm on Sephora like every day. But I totally recommend just purchasing it. Like I said, it's Clinique, so even like when it comes to the skincare, of course it's not going to be dirt cheap $5, but you're not going to have that need to have to pay $50 just for this. Like, they're really reasonable. And of course, Clinique is definitely a brand that likes to focus on the skin and things like that. So I'm telling you, try it. You would not regret it. And if you regret it, then don't come after me. Just, you know, it's just something you're gonna have to regret. So the next thing I want to talk about is something that I've had for forever. And when I say forever, I mean forever. And it is this Creme de Rose. This is a Christian Dior lip balm. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys heard me speak about this on my favorites before. Probably like one or two favorites. I love this lip balm, but it is officially done. Like, there's just nothing in here at all. Like, it's all gone, and I'm really sad. Not only because I love it, but because it's so expensive that I don't want to buy it again. Like, this thing, I mean, it's Christian Dior, for heaven's sakes. Like, Alexandra, what did you expect? What were you even thinking buying it? You know what I was thinking? I was watching somebody's favorites video, and they had this in it. Thank you, whoever it was. But this thing is amazing. Like, what I love about it, it is so moisturizing on your lips. It's beyond moisturizing on your lips. And it has like a little, like a baby soft little pink tint. Like, it doesn't really give color, but it's like this little tint to it that it's different. It's like a nice baby soft pink. It's just beautiful, but it's still like bare, nothing there. It's kind of hard to describe, but my camera just turned off on me. But because it is super moisturizing, all you need is the littlest, tiniest bit of it. Like, you don't need a lot at all. So that's one thing I can say. It is expensive, but it's not something where it's like, this is so expensive, I only got like 2 weeks use out of this and now it's totally done. No, it's expensive, but it'll last. I'm one that I moisturize my lips every single day, like 10 times a day. I don't use this one 10 times a day though. I keep it in my vanity. I'll use like another one for travel. But I'm telling you, it's definitely worth the bucks, and it finally hit pan because it did take a long time, but now I'm sad. So since we're on lips, I might as well just keep it on the lips. So the next thing I want to talk about is, that was like a brain fart there, right? Is my Marc Jacobs lip gloss, and this one is in Love Drunk. Now, I freaking love this color. First of all, I think the packaging is super cute. I don't know, something about the packaging I like, and it's like a mauvey, brownish kind of color. Let me see if I can swatch it and you guys can see. What I love about this, I think it's so pretty, especially for a darker skin. You can definitely, it's like, it serves as a really nice nude. It looks really dark though on camera, I must say. But when you put it on, it's not as dark. It's like a really nice nude. Let me see if I can, because I already have gloss on. But just so you can kind of see. and it's really nice and pigmented, but yet it's still on the glossy side. So I think that is phenomenal, because a lot of glosses now are just like so pigmented that they're damn near a freaking lipstick. Like, you know, you don't get that full potential gloss out of it. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because of my lighting, but like I said, and I already had gloss on, but it's just really a nice color. Definitely, like I said, nice for us deeper skin tones, because sometimes certain nudes are just either too nude or too opaque, or just too, I don't know, just not the nude for us. But this is amazing, and like I said, it's actually a gloss. It's opaque and it's a gloss at the same time. It's not opaque and it's serving as a freaking, it looks like a lipstick or anything like that. No, it's still a gloss. So definitely, it's Marc Jacobs. So I mean, just when you hear the name, it's like, oh, Marc Jacobs. It's like if you hear Burberry, which they have cosmetics. If you hear Louis Vuitton, which they have cosmetics too, honey, their lipstick is $90 for one. Okay, enough said. Like, the day that I get a lipstick is because I was either drunk, high, stupid, on drugs, everything at the same time, and I don't do any of those except for drinks. So I don't think I'll ever be that dumb to buy a $90, not dollar, $90 lipstick. Like, honey, I don't know, that's just beyond me. But the packaging is really pretty though, so I don't know, maybe one day I'll just be the sucker for packaging. But anyways, it's Marc Jacobs, so expect to pay, you know, a little pricier, but it's totally worth it. And I don't know if I said this already, but they have like a nice minty sensation, a nice cooling sensation on the lips, but it doesn't plump it, it just has that sensation. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is my baby, and I think this is everybody's baby. I know that the minute I mention it, it's going to be like, oh yeah, everybody loves it. And this is my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is the regular sized one. They do have now, I think they just actually brought up a travel size one, which is really cool, but I personally I'm a little iffy about traveling with loose powders because they get all messy and things like that, and honey, ain't nobody got time for that. So I kind of just use this, you know, just for at home when I'm not traveling. I love this thing. Like, this is beyond amazing. First of all, it doesn't leave that white cast, which is amazing. Before this, I was using the Ben Nye banana powder, and I was in love with the Ben Nye banana powder. Who wasn't? But eventually, I started to kind of not like the Ben Nye banana powder because I'm like, I don't know, I feel like it's starting to cake up a little bit. It's looking either too yellow. It's just giving me like a weird vibe to my face, to my makeup. So then I was working for Bobbi Brown, and there was a Laura Mercier counter right next to us, and one day I actually tried this. I was like, you know what, let me try a little bit of that. And honey, I loved it. Like, I loved it. And I was like, I need to buy this. I forgot the price of it. I want to say it's like maybe 40 or 40 something like that. But it's totally worth it. You get so much product in here. I'm already almost done. But honey, I'm going to use every last drip drop of this because I love it. I use it to set my concealer. I use it honestly to set like my home. This is what happens when you don't make a video in so long. You no longer know how to talk. Let's get it together. Let's simmer down. Because maybe I'm a little bit too excited. I don't know. I just like to be excited in my videos. Because then if I'm so dead and dry, who's going to want to watch it, right? But Alexandra, let's simmer down. Get back to planet Earth. Yeah. I absolutely love this thing. I think it's amazing. It's really nicely, finely, thinly milled, so it doesn't cake up under the eye. It doesn't cake up on the face at all. And it doesn't have flashback on your photos. So, girl, why wouldn't you buy it? So the next thing I want to talk about, since we're talking about setting concealers and all of that, honey, my concealer. And this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This thing is beyond fabulous. Like, this is my favorite thing in the world. It is nice full coverage, but it's so lightweight and hydrating under the eye. And me, I tend to crease fast under my eye. So anything hydrating is phenomenal. I have it on today. I have it in mixture with my Pro Longwear, so I'm not going to just act like I just have this. But on an everyday basis, this is all I wear. And a little bit. When I tell you a little bit goes a long way, you don't need to like full up cake up that under eye in order to see it. No, it is amazing. So the next thing I want to talk about, and this is just a random, not random because it's part of makeup, but it's my Sigma dual fiber powder slash blush brush. It's the F15. I love this thing, and it's dirty because I just used it, but this is my favorite. I actually just purchased this because I actually had a Lulu's gift card, and if you don't know, Lulu's does sell makeup, so they sell like Sigma, they sell NYX, and a whole bunch of other things, and I saw this, they had it, and I was like, ooh, let me try it because I'm not spending money on it, and I love it. It is super soft. I personally love fiber brushes, and I use this to set my under eye makeup, and it does a phenomenal job. So definitely, if you haven't tried this, definitely pick it up because it's totally worth it. And since we're talking about brushes, I'm just going to go into something that I really never shout out as much as I should because I love it that much, and it is my beauty blender, and it's dirty because I also just used it, but I feel like I don't shout this bad boy out enough. And maybe I did in one of my favorites video now that I'm thinking about it, but I feel like this should be in every favorites video only because I love it that much. Like, it's my favorite every month, every day. So this is mama's baby. And yeah, the infamous beauty blender. If you haven't yet to try a beauty blender, then you're living under a rock. That's number one. And number two, go try it. So my last favorite of the month is not a makeup related item, but it is beauty related, and it is my Chanel perfume. It is completely done. There's nothing in here because, you know, I just love it that much. Who goes through, I go through perfume like I go through water. Seriously, like it's crazy, but I'm just a perfume junkie. Like, I cannot leave my house without perfume. No, honey. Ever. If I do, I feel like I'm the most disgusting. I stink. Like, I'm just the most stunk up. That's not even a word, but it just sounds good. I'm the most stunk up person in the world. So I need to leave my house with perfume at all times, like at all times. And this was just my baby every day. And it's Chanel. It's Chance. It is expensive. So it's not something where you can just use like water, but I did. I didn't really value the price as much as I valued the smell. But yeah, I love it. And if you love me and you're watching this, then maybe you want to buy me another one. And then another one just for backup when that one finishes. I mean, Christmas is right there, right? Let's get in the spirit, honey. But guys, that just completes my November favorites. So it wasn't that much. Honestly, like, I feel like every month you don't need to come with a bunch of items. You don't need to come with all brand new items. Listen, it's makeup. In reality, we all know that we use the same stuff over and over sometimes if we love it that much. And, you know, it's just different things and different reasons why some months are longer, some months are shorter, and some months are just all the same. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I enjoyed filming it, so I hope you enjoyed just as much as I did. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what to do. Write down in the comment box to leave it, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Definitely like the video if you did like it. If you didn't, then unfortunately, hopefully you like the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.